In this session, we are going to study about the plant family Brassicaceae or Cruciferae. So let us start. This plant family is also called Brassicaceae, which is the modern term for it, and the old term used for the family is Cruciferae. Now, the important members of these family are mustard, radish, cabbage, cauliflower, and broccoli. These are some of the important members of the Brassicaceae or Cruciferae family. Now, we don't have to go too much into the detail of this family, so we will just learn about the floral diagram and floral formula, which we also kind of studied in the previous lecture when we studied about the floral diagram and floral formula and some technical terms used for describing a typical flower. So let us start with the floral formula. The floral diagram and the floral formula for the mustard will be studied here because mustard is an important member of this family and we have studied its example into a lot of different morphological and floral characteristics, right? So let us begin with the floral diagram of the mustard. First of all, let us draw the calyx, so the calyx of mustard is arranged in this manner. Let me draw it properly. So we have the calyx, which are arranged like this. If you remember, when we studied about the estivation, we studied about the imbricate estivation, where the sepals or the petals, they are arranged in such a way that they overlap each other in a random manner. So such kind of overlapping is seen here. So in the calyx or the sepals, they show the imbricate estivation here. So the two calyx, two sepals are towards inside and the two sepals are towards the outside. All right. Then let us draw the corolla. So corolla in mustard is somewhat like this. We have studied in the previous lecture. So the sepals are not touching each other, or they are just touching the margins, but there is no overlapping. And such kind of estivation is called valvate estivation, right? So let me write it. In the corolla, we see valvate estivation. In the calyx we see imbricate estivation here. Now let us draw the stamens. So the stamens in the mustard flower, they vary in length. the filament of the stamen vary in length. If you remember, we also studied about it. We studied two examples, mustard and salvia, in which the filaments vary in length. So the two stamens are smaller and they are situated towards the outer side, whereas the four longer stamens are situated towards the inner side. Alright, so they are arranged like this, and let me write it here. The androecium vary in length two inner smaller stamens and four outer, longer stamens. So there's a total of 6 stamens. And then we will draw the gynoecium. So we also see that the gynoecium is, the two carpels are fused in the mustard flower. So it is bicarpellary syncarpus, right? So the gynoecium is bicarpellary, since there are two carpels but they are fused, so they are syncarpus. Ovary is superior and unilocular. Unilocular means there is only one cavity. Although the ovary is unilocular, a false septum or a rhaplum is present, if you remember. If you remember the parietal placentation, we studied that the ovules are born on the inner side of the, or on the periphery of the walls of the ovary, and usually a false septum or rhaplum develops. So this kind of condition is also seen in the mustard flower. Alright, so this was about the gynoecium, and we have described all the floral characters of the mustard flower. Now let us write the floral formula for this. So first of all, we will write whether the flower is the symmetry of the flower. So this flower is actinomorphic, radial symmetry. Then we will write whether the flower is male or female. So this flower has both the parts, so it is bisexual. Then we will write about the calyx represented by K. We studied that it has 4 calyx and they show imbricate estivation, right? Sorry, but these 4 are not similar. The 2 larger calyx overlap the 2 smaller calyx. So we will write it as 2 plus 2. Then we have corolla, which are 4 in number, and they show imbricate estivation. Valvate estivation, as they do not overlap each other. Then we will describe the androecium, which are total 6 in number, out of which 2 are inner and smaller stamens and 4 are outer and longer stamens. They vary in length. And then the gynoecium with the superior ovary, and how many carpels are there? 2 carpels are there and they are fused, so we will write the bracket for fusion. So this describes the floral formula for mustard, flower of the mustard, which belongs to the Brassicaceae or Cruciferae family. Alright, so I hope all the terms are clear along with the examples, floral diagram and floral formula.